Hi, welcome to Jadekind Gaming. My name is Adam, here with Ryan as Henwick, Austin as Erich, Bob as Kalidan, Nick as Jimmy, for the 42nd session of the Dungeons and Dragons Underland campaign. Last time y'all hung out around Caebris-nem. Erich fought some sharks.
Yeah.
And, stayed the night at the house of someone you'd bragged about how wealthy you were to.
Yes. Because I am very wealthy. I even have a whole bunch of money that's just in my bag right now.
Yeah, you told him.
Because I caught a bunch of sharks.
Erich earned 175
Henwick
gold.
copied spells and got a pen to help him do so quicker.
Yeah, how about there on the
Paladin nearly died working at the forge.
I was fine.
But made an item that they thought worth selling amongst all the other dwarven equipment. And Jimmy investigated.
Poorly.
Not necessarily. Just
He did very well for him.
It's like trying to move the plot. The plot doesn't want to move today. Okay.
Alright, so,
Yeah, plot's not moving. I got a lot of work to do here.
I guess to start, Erich needs a perception check.
With his cursed dice. You unbelievable bastard. That's a plus only
Don't
four,
put it on the
16.
dice spot.
Alright then.
Yeah, I don't have any. Our proficiency's still plus 4, right? We didn't get any mystery levels.
And we're going to have to
Not-
burn a
not-
few things.
Not until next level.
Yep. Then only. Then that's still 16.
Picking his bad luck.
That was a 12. That's good luck. That's at least mediocre luck.
It's about there.
I mean, that's great for him.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
I sucked that luck from his folder.
You weren't gonna roll your folder anyways.
I just vampired it right out of that area.
But he's using it as a platform to roll.
Not anymore. I sucked
Flip it over.
Sucked it right out.
Just...
I can't touch it because then the bad luck will be stuck to me.
Flip it
It's
over.
like glitter.
Just
It's like
osmosis.
glitter.
Just took it out via osmosis.
Oh, there's glitter on the table.
Nick rolls, gets paper out.
Nothing too exciting for you. We'll wake up in the morning. You wake up first. Keep running. About how much longer do you have,
Like half a day.
half a day? What do you, get up to?
Breakfast.
Easy enough. You're at an inn.
I'm at a bar, I think.
No.
Underneath a bar.
You're in someone's house.
Yeah, you're in someone's house.
Underneath.
Just about everything you've been to in the city is underneath something else.
Oh, that's
It is a spire. It's
Well-
not like a bar, like, this is like a flat under a bar. No, this is just, the level above me happens to be a
Is
bar.
he still here?
Yeah, he's there, and he's just cheerfully cooking you some breakfast.
Cool. I assist him with breakfast.
Yeah.
It's a good day.
Yes! Good day! We'll get you something to eat and send you on your way. You did so great with the sharks.
I got 4 of them.
Astonishing! Most people just hurry up and get one.
Well, I wasn't aware it was a race. I thought it was more about, impressing people with how many I could kill.
Literally, as you were going out. So how many should we get? Well, everyone just gets one. Oh, and then try and get back quickly. Okay, I'm gonna get a bunch and take my time.
Well, yeah, I figured that was the point. That's what nobody else has the balls to get more than one. They're trying to earn up those missing points on time.
You'll know better next month.
If I'm still here, which I'm probably not going to be. I mean, the chances of me ever coming back to this place are roughly 0.
Not really. He has a guild here.
He has a guild here, and we could just show up, sweep this contest every month, make more than the 50 gold it takes to teleport.
Yeah, we did make you did make more than enough to cover a teleport, so a two-way teleport.
Just put people out of business. Destitute a couple families. He'll be fine.
You're in an inn as well.
Yeah, wake up, go back to the forge after I eat.
And set about to work. Yeah. Breakfast. Hearty meal. What do you do after that?
I don't know. I don't really have anything else to do.
Do you know what you're doing?
Hang out in the bar. Right now I'm just waiting for Ryan to call me. It's like, I pumped this place full of information, all I could get, but...
You filled it with information. You received no information in return, you just spread rumors.
That is actually, I think there's rules. Whatever you want to...
Just start spreading rumors, it'll be fun.
Yeah, if there's rules for that, that's good.
Yeah.
You said you wanted to be a bard. Clearly the bard makes up stories.
I tell truthful stories that actually happened.
So what are you considering half a day? Is that 8 hours? Is that...
No, 12 hours, I'd imagine.
Is far more than half a day.
Exactly half a day.
No, because you have to sleep.
Yeah, that's what the other 12 hours are for.
So,
Working 12 hours is not hard. People do that all the time.
Yeah, but it's more than half a day.
No, that's exactly half of the day.
Remember, a day is a 24-hour period, not the wakeful period of 16 hours.
Technically, a day of work in Dungeons and Dragons is considered 8 hours.
No.
Oh, well, that's not a day of work.
That's why he's not saying off work, he's just saying half a day.
Yeah, which is why I tried to figure out what he means by that. I'm seeing numbers like 46, so...
46 hours.
half a day!
Roughly.
Math.
Felt like he'd done it last time. And
9 days and change.
well,
to
yeah,
make notes.
stuff changed in the middle, so...
So he's done writing his spells.
yeah, like 7 hours.
7 hours? Okay. Okay.
I mean, there's a bar like right outside this guy's house.
Well, kind of have to... You gotta circle the whole city to get there.
No, I can just go up.
Spider fine.
I have slippers. Which causes no trouble for me.
It's still trouble getting around the railing.
I feel like it's not.
Because you cannot actually walk, there's not a spot to walk on that.
I can't just like flip over it.
Then you bump into the side. At a certain point, you have to crawl your way through the railing.
Well, I'm a small guy.
No, you can't go up the side of the wall or on top of the walkway and walk around that way.
Yeah, basically he's going up the side of the wall, upside down at the bottom of the railing, and then there's the turn where there's not like an actual surface for him to walk on the other side, but there are obstacles to make his way through.
So
Worst
the
case,
walkway's paper thin? Walkway's paper thin?
Well, point being, it's like railing, it's bars, it's...
The bottom of the walkway is
No,
bars?
he can walk along the bottom. It's then flipping around to get on the top
How
is the
thick
problem.
is the walkway?
It's probably about this thin.
So it is like super...
It's literally meshed. You can see through it. It's that metal, like, meshed material.
This is terribly made.
Oh, yes.
There's railings, though.
It has railings. It's supporting the weight. But yes, it is cobbled. It feels cobbled together. Yes.
Well,
It works, though, so...
He's a fit adventurer.
The point is, this is faster than walking around the city.
Probably not, but you can view it this way, too.
I feel like if I put it
To be fair, if you'd have just said I walked around, you would already have been there by now.
I think I could have. I
Yeah.
don't care about out-of-game time. We're only worried about in-game efficiency.
If you had said, okay, that's fine, he would have also already been there. But you had to say, it looks strange. And now there's an argument.
Yes, because I'm very against looking weird and out of place.
When you try to crawl through, you bump your horns on the railing above.
I keep forgetting they're there. I'd cut them off.
Didn't
but
you
they
have a
do
fancy hat?
Yes.
So the horns aren't really concerned because you're trying not to bump the fancy hat. I'm sure you're aware of it.
That's true. He's got a good point there. Whatever, I go to that bar and I try to tell stories about the great shark heist.
Where you're
Hunt.
stealing them
Hunt.
from the sea.
Hunt.
You clickbaited that story.
I give the other dwarf top billing for maximum clickbait. I get people really interested. I start by talking about that dwarf and how great he did, and then how I was basically the same, despite not being a dwarf.
Not sure I'd buy it.
That's why it's a good story.
So you just spend the time in the bar selling yourself up. By the way,
It's a okay story. 19.
go ahead and subtract 68 gold from your...
He didn't even take it all. What a loser.
He's bad at robbing people.
Did you see what he just did?
No, he basically
Just
had a
never
bag,
roll.
he filled his bag,
Yeah.
and then he got
went in
paranoid
with
that the guy's
some
gonna wake
coffee
up.
nonsense and just made him a charisma roll.
That's 107 loose gold in my bag. Now. Because he took some. I even kept it separate, because I expected him to take the whole thing. Maybe even try and rob the whole.
He didn't feel like he could get away with just literally lifting the bag and you not notice.
Well, I won't notice the missing money.
No, that's kind of what I thought.
I mean, it's 68 gold. I mean, it's basically the same amount.
Could have triggered the psychic guard.
Yeah, by the time that you're drunk, you'll be like, I spent way more money than I thought.
What are you talking about? I just have infinite money now.
If you
No matter how much I buy, there's always more money. I have reached a point in my life where I just have infinite money. I cannot run out. Unless I'm buying magic items.
But no one seems to want to sell the ones you want to buy.
Yeah, nobody wants to sell
I'm
any magic
surprised you
items.
haven't bought one that automatically phases through your horns and sticks on your head no matter what orientation you are.
Well, the hats don't fall off when I go upside down.
But how?
Because that's the magic of the slippers.
Yeah.
I would know this when I first got them.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I decided not to be a jerk about it.
Yeah. Which is, getting back to the gate, you lean down, you put your foot on there, gravity reorients this way, then you step up and over the thing.
You feel like it's a lot shorter and
Why
easier.
are we discussing?
I don't know, he brought it back up! Why did you bring it back up?
Because Nick
We moved past it!
Nick's trying to be helpful, and as usual, it's going terrible.
You hear a ruckus outside.
They're mugging you.
For being helpful. They're
Well,
bugging you for starting another ballroom argument.
Yeah, I'll poke my head outside. I'm guessing other people are looking too.
Yeah, a lot of people hopping out of the way as, basically you have a burly kind of wolf with a cleaver, yelling something in, do you speak Dwarven? In Dwarven. After some young dwarf kid that's running and trying to dodge between people.
That's a
making
good
his way.
guy. The dude with the cleaver's super lucky I'm not there.
Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, bum.
Yeah.
Other people just backing against the wall, stepping out of the way of the situation, so.
Is he got to steal to eat and eat to live?
That's how it always worked, didn't it?
Just kind of, it seems like it could be a problem. Hypnotic pattern.
Wait, what?
Distraction.
Yeah. Just poof, a 30-foot cube within range. I figure that can hit everyone on this side of the platform. Appears for a moment, then vanishes. Each creature in the area sees a pattern and must make a wisdom save. On a failed save, the creature becomes charmed during the duration. Charmed with the spell, creature is incapacitated and has a speed of 0.
Okay, let's go with...
We're not bailing you out. This is dumb.
I'm guessing the DC is more than 9.
Yeah, 16.
And so if they succeed, they're fine. If they're not, they are charmed and stop moving?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the child just stops as the older guy with the cleaver continues the next 25 steps forward to...
It ends if they take damage.
Yeah.
He's a child. The damage is not going to go well for him. Nick, you've done a good deed here. You stopped a criminal.
Don't.
You're probably still in trouble, but you might have some wiggle room on this one.
Are you hesitating, or is...
No, I'm just making sure I can use suggestion against creatures I don't speak the same language.
Huh? Oh. Suggestion? No, I think they need to understand you.
Can hear and understand you, yeah. Fine, I'll just go step in front of them, ask, hey, what's going on? Also, I dismiss the pattern so everyone goes back to normal, because that probably stopped a lot of people.
Yeah, it just stopped a lot of people. Okay, so do you try to then interfere before the 25 feet forward that the guy can move?
Yeah.
Okay. It's like, I'm not sure who you were trying to help, or... It's like, technically that helped one of them.
Mm-hmm. Well, to be fair, I wouldn't have targeted the kid in the blast.
You specifically said, can I hit everyone?
No, I could hit a lot, but I would have targeted not to hit the kid, so he could have just continued running on.
Okay, well then the guy keeps going. Yeah, that was not at all clear to me. My thought was you were trying to get both of them.
No.
Well, this sort of sounded like...
Yeah, that would have needed to been clarified.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, that was my intention, but that didn't happen. So
Okay.
I just missed that and try to say what's going on in common.
So if the kid is continuing running, he's going to just push past you, and he'll just sort of shout back, "Dirty thief!"
Oh. I try to stand my ground. But he is big and burly. Yeah, but do I get in his way long enough for the kid to go away? And did it say thief in common?
Yeah.
Oh. Then suggestion. Forget about the kid. Here's some gold.
That's just a bribe.
Yeah, but it's the suggestion was a bribe of forget about the kid. That kid is forgotten about. Here's some money.
So maybe he failed to save, or he took the bribe. You don't know.
To be fair, either way, I think it...
That's not suggestion. It's a different spell called Modify Memory.
Well,
Yes, you
Yeah,
can
he
see
would
nothing.
still remember, but he could still forget about that kid.
Sure.
Just the way you can say, forget about it. So what do I need with...
another will save. 16.
How much money are you offering?
I'm giving him 5 gold.
Oh, you make sure that kid stays out of trouble.
Yeah.
It turns and walks backwards back down the...
Just back.
I corrected myself!
He facepalmed so hard because of the transportation. Facepalms out of the room.
Yeah, then I go back into the bar.
Don't test me.
So, set to work?
Yep.
I have all sorts of rituals.
So we need a dexterity smithing check.
It's going to be dexterity and a con thing every time?
Yes.
Okay, dexterity, con.
Okay.
Dexterity is a 15. Con save is a 17.
Success there, and a failure on that.
I took damage.
So is that 21 fire damage?
10 fire damage.
Okay. Given what's going on, let's just do you a few times, do you know?
Yeah. 26 con and a 8 dex. And it's a dex check, not a dex save, right?
Yes. It's a dexterity smithing check. After being halved, that is 10 fire damage.
Alright. 21 dex and 25 con.
That's what else we got. That's 9 fire.
20 dex and 16 con.
That's 23 fire damage. And in the... You had 7 hours?
Yes.
I'll give you one more.
11 dex and 28 con.
So it's 10 fire damage, and then for anything further than that, we'll see if you stick around after you could otherwise leave. Making progress quicker today than you were yesterday. But otherwise, bar
Different
in...
Yeah.
And you finished copying down the last of your needed spells.
Good.
What do you do?
I'm going to finally get out into the Mages Guild, and I'm going to ask around to ask whether or not either one of the...
You're in the Mages. You are literally sitting in a room with people walking around you this whole time.
Yeah.
You're like in a central room, and you've just sort of sat in a corner on a cushion with like a propped up...
I get out of my isolation.
Yeah.
For the record, in that I did use my second wind.
Yeah.
But I'm going to ask people if they know if the Archmage is about, or if there's a higher rank guild member that I can speak to.
You get some sort of... Well, I mean, who are you? Yes, the Archmage is here, but...
Oh,
he lives here. But...
I just explained to them that I'm a guild member who joined in Narmixel and has been traveling about, and I was just looking to talk to them about some advice and assistance, if they could spare some time. From whatever they're doing.
Okay. But from the Guildmaster directly.
I said the Guildmaster or the one of the higher ranking members of the guild.
And you just kind of...
He wants advice.
Almost loudly kind of announcing...
I'm just asking somebody...
Within the room, but okay.
Yeah.
So you just sort of pull someone aside?
Yeah, I come
Okay.
up to somebody and ask them. See if they know.
See, it's better... Luck check.
16.
16? Guildmaster is busy. You can always check with Grandfather.
Okay. Or I asked them to kind of like direct me or show me where to go.
If you go sort of back that way and upstairs.
Okay. Thank you.
Isn't that the dude you met already?
Yeah.
I don't know why you're trying to, like, slide it back. He has it in his notes.
He can also hear me, regardless of if I say it quietly.
Yeah, but you do stuff that you think we can't see all the time directly to camera. Like, we're not looking at you.
Adoris Tormel.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, you kind of go up to a bit of a quiet area, and you're familiar with up here. It's sort of a, there's a little smaller study that you've probably seen him at least once before. He just sort of sitting off into the side too, but it's the same little upper room that has like the little bedrooms and such off of it.
You mean I've seen this type of room before?
You have been up these stairs over the night, and you have seen Grandfather sitting there.
Oh, okay. So while I've been going up and down during my
Like when you went to, you've seen him off to the side. He kind of has a bit more of a permanent kind of desk and like shelf area near where he is, outside of a couple of doors.
Okay. Yeah. Then I will go and visit.
Kind of pauses and squints at you, takes a moment, nods.
Hail to you, Gramps.
Keeping out of trouble.
I haven't been casting prestidigitation to display the Mages Guild symbol.
Thank you.
Past a couple of days I've been down writing.
Saw you through.
You know, being in an adventuring group doesn't give you a whole lot of downtime to do research.
That gives you quite a bit of time. Gives you like X amount of
So
time.
It really depends on who you adventure with. It's the right group of companions.
As we've been standing here for days in this town just so you can do some research.
Yeah.
No, this has all been writing. This isn't any research.
He has things he wants to research too.
Yeah, I'm trying to develop new stuff, and I haven't had the time to do
Trying
it.
to develop new stuff, and he's also trying to learn stuff that is a bit esoteric.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why you get spells after you level
No.
up.
Just do that here.
Okay. That's what you mean.
I have work to do here.
But yeah, here to ask you a question, Gramps.
Mm-hmm.
So, looking into the near future in a completely non-mystical way, what I see upon our horizon is that we're going to start involving ourselves with some creatures from the outer planes, and this brings to me the idea of the concern of what would potentially happen if we ended up over there. So I'm curious as to... I'm kind of trying to learn as best as I can the ins and outs of plane travel and what I'm going to need to do in order to be able to get back and forth to the places I think we'll end up going.
Gain like 5 more levels?
1.
Just 1? Is that what plane shift is?
Yeah, 1.
It's only 7? There you go, yeah, gain 1 more level.
5 more levels, we'd be casting Wish.
Yeah, that solved the problem though, right?
Yeah, he's not wrong.
I mean, that'd do it.
No, just cast plane shift at a higher level.
Yeah.
So, I go and tell him that our travels may lead us into both the astral plane, the hells,
Limbo.
limbo potentially, or maybe even one of the middle lower planes. What would be Gehenna, but I don't know if I know all the planar cosmology.
I don't know, did one of those gods stuck off to Gehenna?
Avernus, let's see, Kurlmak, no, they're both on that. Acheron, I've been told about that, maybe.
Well, what are you familiar with at this point? He sort of like starts pulling out like boxes from the bottom of his shelf, and he's kind of setting them on like a lower. Basically, like from his desk, there's like almost like a lower table that sort of pulls out that he's set something on, and he's kind of shuffling through. Basically, he's kind of talking to you.
And I'm like, could you clarify what do I know about the planes, or what do I know about the actual incantations?
Either. What do you know that beyond? I mean, are you seeking something specifically? I don't necessarily want to send one off to hell. That's dangerous endeavor.
Yeah, no, the thing about that is that I'm concerned that we might end up there, and I want to at least be able to get back. Would be the thing that I'm more concerned about. Because currently we've got a situation going on where somebody's wanting to travel down the river Styx and is looking for a merrenoloth as a guide.
Make a luck check.
Okay.
It's too funny if it happens.
21.
21.
You know, we know about this cannon fella just out there in the ocean.
Yeah. Well, be careful with that. He takes two what look like very fragile crystalline vials with a slight glow to them, and sort of sets them roughly on the table, showing almost they're sturdier than their appearance would show. There is a young-ish lady, a cannon, over in the territory. I believe you mentioned familiarity with Onix?
Yeah, I've been to Onix.
Yes, I believe she's in the islands in that region.
Oh, so she's on the Shattered Sea on that side of the map.
Yes.
Okay.
We still have no idea where this town is.
Doesn't matter, we go to Onix.
We know it's on the sea. We know it's in the south. I can get,
We don't know what's west or east of Onix.
I pull out my map that I've been working on and, show him and try to get the...
Yeah, where are we at, bro?
Yeah, I mean, it's this is...
You're over here, they're over here. Yeah, and they're on the other side. I mean, he's like, yes, somewhere in the... It's an island, and it's somewhere in that region. I've not met her personally, but we have had some students in the past who've dealt with her.
We've been told of the location of two potential merrenoloth, and she was said to be the more easily dealt with one, as far as being willing.
Well, I know no names to give you, so I've nothing to grant in the way of helping with the unwilling, but certainly worth a shot. Furthermore, are you familiar with any incantations that would allow you to teleport? I've a tool here, but it wouldn't do you much good without...
I'm looking into it.
I do have this folk that will at least get you home. It's a bit costly, though. I could say for 300 gold.
Party funds?
No, we don't have any.
Don't have any.
No, not really.
Oh.
We got
Well, I'm broke. I can't help that.
a platinum piece, 50 gold.
I have a bunch of money.
Yeah. Well, I've got money. But yeah, if he wants 300 gold for it.
You'll just have to reimburse yourself out of the next time we get a cut. You just take that right off the top and then divvy up the rest.
Well, I could do that.
Well, you should. It's something for the entire party.
Well, theoretically, a lot of Ryan's money has just been going into teleporting us about, so...
Yeah, but he takes cuts of that off the top.
Yeah, I take some of that has been paid through party funds, but not all of it. But yeah,
Well, some of our adventures are you going to go somewhere so you can fill out your book more.
yes. Yeah. But yeah,
Can ghosts use plane shift?
I don't know. Does it say it on their sheet?
I don't know. I'm just wondering if it's like DBZ, you can just teleport back to the living world. It's like,
They would still be a ghost.
oh, okay.
Using plane shift would not prevent them from being a ghost.
So the dead could come back to the material plane. They're still dead, though.
Yeah, that's where ghosts that you fight on this plane come from.
Huh. They're all wizards with plane shift.
No! But something has drawn them forward here.
Huh.
Like a wizard to play.
I'm just, yeah, I guess
There's this one real jerk, and he just kind of goes around and finds ghosts on the airplanes. He's like, "Hey,
You in a bad mood? Come with me.
I got something funny you can do."
I don't know, I just like the idea of an old mage dies. I have the smell for this, just teleport Placius back home. You're a ghost, though. Yeah, and I'm a high-level wizard.
That doesn't mean my research has stopped.
If I could.
But otherwise, yeah, the tuning fork for the material plane, and you get 2 vials of holy water.
Nothing like 2 pounds of silver shoved in a vial.
It's only a half pound now. What happens? Don't ask questions.
Magic.
I still just...
It is the material components for a spell.
No, just shaved down into powder and shoved in a vial. Just compressed silver dust. Because I know it's 25 gold. But at least, most places sell it at cost.
Ceremony.
So, the whatever, I wanted to ask him if he would be able to sort of, while I can obtain maybe the expensive metals for creating these tuning forks, what I was interested in is, would you be able, in helping me figure out what or maybe what the frequencies to a couple different planes would be?
I do not know any other. As the guild, the main thing that we do make sure to maintain is ways home. I'm familiar with someone that I believe, if I recall, has the frequency to the Shadowfell.
Well, if that's the case, I'll either go and try to find someone who either knows, or there is some research that I can do. I do have a particular, my party has in it a possession of an item that has a connection to the astral plane. Maybe I'd be able to use that as a method of finding out what the frequency for that place would be.
Perhaps, and that's generally the gateway to everywhere else.
Yes. So, I will have to go and ask him whether or not I could borrow that, so I could see whether or not we could figure out what the frequency to the astral plane would be.
Of course, depending on the closeness of connection, is whether or not it would maintain anything. But best of luck.
Yeah, supposedly the thing that is called forth from the amulet ends up causing creatures struck by it to dissipate into the astral plane.
Well, perhaps.
So, I'll have to look into that. I don't know if, when it comes to hell, if I'll have to do kind of work on the spot.
Well, if you do get a merrenoloth, you really only need to get to the lower planes, and you can find your way there. Of course, some of them are more treacherous to travel through than others, and some are much harder to leave. Though the astral plane itself, are you going to be around for a little bit longer? I think you said your goal was hell.
That is a place that I think that it's liable that we might end up. So
let's see what we have. You can wait here, or if you wait downstairs, it might take me a little bit.
Sure.
You get another check.
Yay!
This is taking him more time.
18 dex and 26 con.
Bob just sucking up half fireballs.
11 fire damage. And after about an hour later, do you just sort of literally sit in one of the side chairs and watch him as he goes through books, or do you go downstairs and mingle with peers?
Oh, no. If I've got a free hour, then I'm going to start... I'll cram that in as research time. So, focus on figuring out the... I want to start working on the being able to figure out if I can transfer the armor proficiency over to my zombies.
You know that is a very awkward one to work on in a public space. Because literally you are trying to figure out how can I take this from this dead corpse here in my bag.
Then I guess I'll continue my work on the animate monster then.
Okay.
It's like, what are you talking about? These are completely legit corpses. I found them on the ground and everything.
That's not even wrong with that one. That is true. It's still...
Because
It looks like that spent months being carried around in a bag.
It was legal when I got it.
He was already dissolved of all of his flesh by the time we found him.
Why did you... What? But otherwise, if I had our grandfather, well...
Don't judge my sub-school.
Come seek you out. If you find your way... Are you typing a note? You probably want to.
Alright.
If you find your way into the astral plane, you will look for pools that will get you out of there. The hells will be colored ruby. While seeking that, the abyss would be of an amethyst color. Limbo would be a stark black. And again, another way back to the material plane would be a pool of silver. Of course, there are many others, but those are the ones that I was able to come up with relatively quickly, looking through some notes.
What color would the astral plane be?
You'd be in the astral plane, man.
Well, maybe these pools obviously go somewhere. Maybe we'd see them on other planes as well.
Once you get through, there's not necessarily a direct way back through it. You might have to then use further magic. If you can get the frequency to the astral plane, you could then transport yourself back that way.
Okay.
It would likely be one way.
Also, isn't there a super easy way to get to the astral plane destroying some magical items?
Yes.
Just put this bag in this hole and we're all going for a trip.
Yeah, I guess technically you can just buy the...
And we're not spending thousands of gold for something that it cost me a couple hundred.
What was the other astral thing you were talking about?
What are you talking about?
You said one of us had a thing...
Spider amulet. Presumably Erich still has it.
Yeah.
Because it...
Face spider amulet?
Yeah. Because it's still fit with his outfit.
I don't think so. I don't think that's some of spiders. That's a periodic wound closure I got.
Yeah, it's like something.
Yeah, I had an amulet that was shaped like a spider that was that, yeah.
Yeah, because it brought out that other spider when we fought the one guy. So, do you call us and tell us it's time to leave yet?
Spider amulet of holy wound closure.
So it is both.
Is it? I've never thought about using it to summon the spiders.
I don't think it does that. He has found the one that you have.
Oh yeah, it's a holy symbol of the Loth.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they both are. That's why we're confused. Are they the same item or two holy symbols of Loth?
I think we only had the one holy symbol of Loth.
No, the spider amulet was in the same loot pile that we got the amulet for the shield guardian, so it would seem to be the same amulet.
Okay.
I just know we got a spider amulet at some point.
Yeah.
And it should be there.
Pretty sure that was the parapet of wound closure.
Well, does
I believe he might have used it as a focus and a spell, but I do not know if it actually had. I do not feel like I gave you his custom spell because I was making his spell up as I went.
Mm-hmm.
Feel like I would have had to much more concrete down the effects of that if I were to do that.
Studded leather, spider amulet, hand crossbow, scary nail.
Yeah. So that's the spider amulet is what he has.
Yeah.
Parapet of wound closure.
Yeah.
Because that first round, it was totally summoning that spider.
Yeah, but that was something he did.
Yeah.
That was not the item that did that.
Oh. Okay, then I will have to figure out how to get to the...
Okay. I was just kind of curious what he was talking about.
Well, no. That's how I heard that too. Is when you first described the items, the amulet also summoned that spider.
Yeah, so that's what I thought of it as. It was like you've got a spider-shaped holy amulet.
Well, you have it. Do you have anything of that?
No. It's just a pair
If it did, it lost that ability. So, he asked the question, do you let the rest of the do you start letting others know to... So I think you can communicate with one of them.
Yeah, I can talk to Jimmy. I'm trying to think of... I don't know. How would I find out what the pattern for the astral plane would be?
Well, we're going, assumably, to another place with artificers.
No, to Onix.
Yeah. Maybe someone there has some information.
Well, I'll go ahead and ask around the guild to see if we've got anybody here that's that specializes in any sort of planar knowledge.
No. You do find that someone that is doing research on planes. If you have just general questions, but not someone that has. Grandfather didn't just lightly say "Oh no, I don't have it." It's like, and he is kind of aware of what's going on in the area. He is.
Yeah, maybe that's a question for somebody in Onix, or we have to talk to Volch again. I'll ask Grandpa if he's aware of any other... if there's any other places where I would be able to obtain more tuning forks.
Generally, from the planes for which they are to be attuned, one would usually have to be there with the materials in hand to resonate it.
Does each different plane have a different metal the tuning fork has to be made of?
No, it just has to be attuned to it. You no longer need
yes,
the key
many of
ring
many of them do require specific materials too.
No, I looked at itself. It's 250 gold tuning fork.
Really? Because I looked at the Dungeon Master's Guide in the additional section on the spell.
Well, it just says a tuning fork, because I noticed you no longer need the key ring of different metals. You just need a bunch of rings, each keyed to a different plane. I guess they could all be different metals.
The spell requires the proper resonating frequency to home in on the correct location, and the fork must be made of the right material, sometimes a complex alloy, to focus the spell's magic properly.
Well, yeah, that's the 250 gold cost.
Yeah.
But that doesn't have to be a metal from that plane.
Not necessarily, but
That is just
would,
a fancy way of saying it costs 250 gold.
and has to be specific.
It costs 250 gold. That is all that is saying.
That
With
wasn't
more
the
words.
initial point you were making, so...
Well, my point was that they don't necessarily have to be from metal from each individual plane, making
But they
them
do require
impossible to
specific.
obtain.
They do require specific metals.
Yeah. Well, they
They
require
did not-
They
yeah.
require 250 gold of rare materials.
Yeah.
which is implied.
But, so...
Well, you could ask, does he know the alloy makeup of the astral plane? So you can, grab the tuning fork material beforehand, so when you get there, you can attune.
Oh, yeah. I can ask him if he happens to know. No? Okay.
If you go down the track like that, it is clearly not a metal native to that, because there wouldn't be a metal native to the astral plane.
There's silver in the astral plane. Silver quartz. I'm sure that's harvested by somebody.
I love that. Just to be fair, there aren't many people harvesting it right now. They haven't arrived yet.
This key's made out of solid silver cord.
No, maybe we can go and talk with them and they'll know how to get to the astral plane.
They're not there yet.
No, but they might figure it out.
There might be a reason that they're going to go there eventually.
Gain a level and teleport randomly until you end up there.
Does it do that?
No, you can't teleport randomly anymore?
Oh, you mean not like plane shift, but like teleport spell doesn't
Plane shifts, yeah.
You can't plane shift randomly.
Well, you heard him. You got to buy multiple interdimensional pockets and start smacking them together. That's a quick way to the astral plane.
Yeah.
You just got to remember which one goes into which one.
So,
I suggest 2 cheap ones. 2 Heward's handy spice pouches.
Just smack them together.
No, that doesn't.
Magic item.
Wait a minute, that would be expensive enough.
It makes a little hole in the thing, but it's like a little pin drop hole.
Enough that you could, if you needed to get rid of, I have this document I must dispose of.
Or it goes the other way. It's a pinhole in the universe. Reality just starts straining into the astral plane.
No, it's a garbage disposal. My failed cooking goes in there. Okay, so with that, I will go ahead and send a message over to Jimmy saying that I'm done writing spells down. However, I'm trying to look into what's going to be required for us to plane shift, and it seems like we're going to need to either travel to the planes and figure out what type of metals I'll need to make the component out of.
Wasn't that what the Merrenoloth was for? I will go find Kalidan and Erich and meet you up at the guild house.
Okay.
I'll go find wherever the biggest forge in town is. Oh, look, it's the holy site. I wonder if Bob's there. Oh, look, Bob's there.
So as they're inspecting your piece of work, you may make an investigation check. You manage to get your 4 successes.
15.
So you get, we'll say, 5%.
It's not much.
Well, no, like I said, it was going to be diminishing returns.
We're going to have to be for a long time.
So yeah, he's easy enough to find. How do you find Erich?
Easy. I just start asking around. Do you know where Erich Rauda is? I bet there's...
Oh man, I saw him last night!
Yeah.
Who brought back 4 sharks?
I have no doubt.
Who wrestles 4 sharks?
Do you know what bar he's in currently?
I wrestle 4 sharks.
Then I just keep going and asking. I know there will be a trail leading back to Erich, him telling people about himself.
So, he just came and found me and then left?
No, I came and
He
found
came
you.
in front of you, and he is now having you follow him.
It's like, are you ready to go? We're ready to
No,
go.
I've got 50% more to do.
We're leaving soon.
Okay.
You finished for the day.
And I apparently was wrestling sharks. What have you been doing? Not wrestling sharks.
Your piece is done. You're done for today, is the point.
I'll leave.
Okay. And is it actually going to be directly at 50%?
I'm at 56.
Okay. I was going to say. I was like, wait, what?
Yes, but just talking to people as spouting up.
Charisma investigation.
While I'm waiting, I'm going to work on my undead war crystal.
Okay.
I sent another message out to the mentor dude about what I did today. Because I sent him one yesterday. However, when I said it last time we played, I believe everyone else started talking about at the same time, so probably didn't hear it.
Okay.
10.
Takes you about another 45 minutes, but yeah, you're able to find it.
We're heading up to the guild. We're getting ready to leave soon.
Well, I said goodbye to my fellows. I'm off.
Ah!
Another adventure.
I tap Nick and I point at my face, which is burnt and shit. I'm like,
We'll take sleep later.
Fine. Poke, poke, poke. I think that most cost-efficient way to do that is
52 health is gone.
Heal minor wound.
yeah, just a D8 plus 1, I think.
That's cure wounds.
Yeah, cure wounds for the healing rod.
1 HP.
I take it I rolled a d8.
Yeah, sure.
2 HP.
Nice.
Yes, I caught 4 shocks and they paid me
So
almost 200
how
gold
much
for
are
it.
you going to poke me with that thing?
You have up to 9.
Is it +1 specifically what it says?
No, it's an item, so I don't know if it uses my casting stat.
What item is it?
Rod of or staff of healing.
Know your stuff, man.
He's not sure it gets +0.
Using your spell save above your modifier. So what is your
Plus
spell
5.
casting? Okay, so each one is a D8 +5, not a D8 +1. Yes.
Yeah, it's like staves versus wands. Like, which one does it?
Each one is unique for the item.
Yeah.
They have a lot less intrinsic meaning, whether it's a staff or a wand this time around. They left it more to be what do you want it to look like? What feels cool? You could technically change a staff into a wand or vice versa, and still have it be just fine with the way the rules currently work.
So wait, does that mean I can make a wand of magic missiles into a staff?
Okay, it
And
took
the
6 of them.
And staff is inherently a weapon, therefore I can get magic missiles on my sword.
No.
Oh.
It took 6 of them.
Okay.
So if it was a spell that he cast to do the Astral Spider, does that mean I can learn anything from the Ashes of No Hands?
Can you punch him for me?
What do you give me?
Buy the DM pizza, go up a level.
We haven't played that game in a while.
That's all it takes.
I'm sure I can get Austin to hit his friends by offering him levels, yes. Which is a great feeling, but no.
I mean, you're my friend, but that's a level.
I'm sure he'd understand.
No, we're all like, no, this is a good decision. Go for it.
This brings our power up as a party. If anybody here needs to have more level, it's definitely me.
No.
That I can't comply, sorry.
Alright, well.
You gotta pay for those kind of services.
I think we have to contact HR about false promises.
You gotta compensate.
I think the entire party now.
Yeah, that's what I should have done. I should have hit you, then he would have owed me.
Like verbal contract.
Yeah.
It's recorded.
You would have had to pay.
All of a sudden, that part goes missing.
Yeah, we
in
negotiate
editing.
before we do something. That's how we trick the new.
So apparently, every month they wrestle sharks here, and they pay you money for that. I wrestled 4 and made almost 200 gold.
I point at my watch, point, do this, and then say,
Oh, it only took about 2 hours.
So
I'm guessing you have now
wrestling
gathered in front of the guild.
Okay, so we're actually together now?
Yes.
Okay. So wrestling sharks, huh?
Yeah.
Down by the docks, or
Yeah, down by the water.
and what have you two been up to?
I searched for information on Canon.
Oh,
Found out she exists and maybe has more to do over in Onix.
Yeah, she's off of Onix. That's what the grandpa told me.
Ah, you also found out that she has done work for ships that she has hired her.
Oh yeah, she is willing to be paid to do things.
Yes, it's like you did technically find that information out. You didn't come out with nothing.
Yes. Well, I have a... Grandpa supplied me with something that will allow me to, when I figure out what the incantations and...
you understand that none of us know who Grandpa is, so we're just like,
Yeah.
He's talked about his grandmother before.
Yeah.
they must be divorced.
Um,
Or like
And
him
she
and
was a
his-
dwarf.
Him and his bride-to-be, he's off on a stupid quest, not living the family life. I don't understand what's wrong with him. He should be at home.
Yeah, you actually met his fiance. She came out, was fascinated by this whole dead thing. And
Yeah, he should be at home. This is stupid. I don't understand why he's adventuring at all. He should have just given up on the mystery and stayed at home. It's not like he had to go rescue a family member. I don't understand.
He's
Well,
trying to
clearly
rescue his past
he's
self.
enamored with the life of adventure.
no, I'm actually here just to put this to rest. Because I knew it's something that would eat at me.
See, I would just be like, well, I guess I'm now tortured forever and no reason to work on this and gone back home.
But,
Seeing how my character made no strives of mental healing at all until forced to.
But anyway, so I was trying to figure out a way that we might be able to make a connection to the astral plane in case we need to get around. And in fact, he ended up telling me different locations that we can get through with the pools that exist in the astral plane for planar travel.
We could ask the fish.
What do you mean? Oh, that fish. I don't even know. Do you even know anything about planar travel?
She doesn't talk back.
I know, but I can still ask her. She might send us a sign if she.
You use the telephone line all the time.
Yeah, but I understand it's one direction.
Mm-hmm.
And the only people who still have it are me and you.
Yeah, so I'm okay with going back anyway.
That's
She's
true.
missing out. I mean, she missed out on the entire shark wrestling escapade. She is.
that's exactly what she was looking for,
She
too,
is
right?
suffering. She is suffering for my absence.
You've actually figured out what she wants. He thinks she just wants to be entertained.
Obviously.
Well, so we're going to have to go to Onix eventually, but what do people want to do right now?
Yeah, I figured Onix is best lead unless we want to go back to Drow City and go up the stream.
I'm just
Yeah.
sitting over there like this.
Those of you, the two of you who are best at the communication, may make, we'll just call it straight intelligence checks.
17.
That's not you, that's
I'm awesome
Oh,
at communication.
9.
9, and what were you?
17.
17. You recall that you do have a third party that is also working in some respect towards this. That has been doing work secluded, that has set you upon this task you're currently on.
Nope, don't recall.
Who?
You met a Grey Dwarf.
Yeah, we might need
The
him.
the one that was hiding in the hole?
Yeah.
Isn't that what we were going for the...
Yes, but he might have further information with it as well. He is always...
Well, I mean,
Literally, he seemed well connected with some of these things. There were things he was missing, but
I don't know.
Are we going to be
Yeah.
passing by the vampire to get there?
No.
Because I believe we have a mission to burn her shit down.
And I would suggest we go to the Underdark.
There is no Underdark.
Yes, there is.
Yeah, there is. That's not the name for it, but that's it. But I know what he means. It's the next hole down when you get to the you went to the underground and then you went to the Underdark below that, and now there's another hole that drops down to another level below that.
I'm not going there.
The Deep Dark?
I'm just saying I'll have to make a new character because I'm not going to the Underdark.
That's where the plot is.
What if Uncle Argyle's down there?
He's not.
I'm sorry, we got lost again.
What if we kidnap him and put him down there?
What if we get a slod that looks like him to go?
I believe that slot died a horrible death.
I got more slots around that do him.
It almost killed me.
I don't know if the other ones have the ability to transform, but I have at least 2 more.
Who killed that slot? I remember he murdered No Hands, but who got the finishing on him?
Who cares?
One of you guys.
Probably me.
Probably not.
Well, I don't know. My spells are pretty impressive.
I don't
Against
think it
people
was
who
me
don't
because
take
I was
half
fighting
damage
the
from
big
them.
guy.
I'm just saying, if nobody remembers, it was probably me.
And that's what the story is now.
Well-
somebody makes stuff up.
So he mentions that it's like, should you use sending to relay the information we've got so far and get more input from him?
It's like, well, I can ask him, yeah.
And if we're going to the Hells, don't we need to bring him along so he can make that deal?
Yeah,
Yeah,
So
he's the
don't
one
we
with the
have?
target.
Yeah, don't we have to get him eventually, anyways?
right. He said that he was still working on stuff, but as soon as that we've got things in place for him, that he'd be joining us.
Well, we're getting close, so I might as well contact him.
Okay. Well, I'll spend some time casting sending then, and
Okay.
go ahead and contact Ludiger.
Ah, Kalidan, the most reluctant of adventurers.
And no, my character in the movie campaign was way more reluctant. But I'll go ahead and say to him that we have a general idea of where Cannon is.
Have you communicated with him to let him know?
The merrenoloth.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cannon the merrenoloth. We will be teleporting about in order to get closer to her, in order to start working on striking up a deal with her. Also, do you have any information on how I might be able to travel to other planes, frequencies, metals, etc.?
$25 words. How much is that?
If it's 25 words, just don't put any spaces.
Does not stop it from being words.
I'm the Flash.
If we take all spaces, it's just one big word.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Good progress. Working to hopefully contact Gith. She or her group supposedly has information that may lead towards other planar travel options. And furthermore,
Really? You wasted 2 words on furthermore?
No, you wasted a lot of words.
Yeah.
no, literally, those are the last 2 words.
Yeah, he wasted a lot of words.
Okay, sending.
You finish up the
Yeah.
the last bit of yours. Right. If we get the merrenoloth here, further work can be done. Hopefully, I can afford some level of extended service.
So, new goal is go find merrenoloth, bring it to him.
No, I think we're bringing him to it.
You know, he literally just said, bring it here.
I want to.
Yeah.
I want to throw him into the hells. I don't want to go.
Seems to be it.
Oh yeah, you thought the Underdark was bad.
No, the general goal is we're just not going to tell Kalidan none of these things.
Okay, so we figured out how to teleport home. It's hell. We'll get it next time, I promise.
Yeah, this may look like a hole in the ground, but it's actually teleport to the surface. Just jump on in.
You lied to me like that before. And I fell for it. I'll probably fall for it again. I really can't stop them from convincing my character to do dumb stuff.
Oh no, not between the two of us.
And when have I ever convinced you to do anything dumb? That one time I told you wouldn't take damage or falling down a hole?
I did take damage.
You didn't.
I did too.
You didn't.
You said it would be fine.
And it was
Technically,
fine.
I wasn't dead. Therefore, it's fine.
Yeah. I never lied to you.
So, are we planning on leaving immediately, or are we going to stay here? Well, we're not leaving immediately, at least by me, today.
Why not?
Well, unless you want to go by foot.
Or sending's also your teleport slot.
No, I just didn't prepare a teleport circle today.
What do you have in those levels, then?
Teleport circle, wall of force, animate objects.
So you just
Well, why'd you not prepare teleport circle?
While
You knew you were gonna be
you guys are
traveling.
arguing about why he didn't do that, I just go peace and turn around, walk back down. Jump off the ledge.
Do you establish a time and meeting point?
Yeah, it's like back here at
The guild.
the guild
At dawn!
at the morning.
Yeah.
That wasn't what your mind first, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It's like, that's the beginning of the phrase, at dawn.
At the morning.
Yes, at the morning.
Show me the shark people.
Well, the sharks are all out at sea. The people were just volunteers.
Show me.
Show you what?
Show me where it was.
There. Like you can
And
see
walk
it.
a little bit around
Float
the
down.
edge and...
It's there. That water has sharks in it.
Yeah.
Can't really see the water so much as occasional shimmering.
It's far away.
Yeah.
Okay. I fly over the water, see if I can see anything.
Not like an hour
Alright.
walk, so probably a little west of you, but yeah.
Do they have any sharks that are like strung up? Like
No.
No trophy sharks or anything?
No, at this point everything has been taken back to be sold at auction and...
Okay. I go to the dock and see if anybody's around.
Yeah, it's a small little, just a few buildings. Single boat sort of anchored a little way off. You can see a little activity out on it. People just sort of keeping the ice from getting too encroaching too much on it. It's set probably a little ways away, and there's a few boats that are actually upturned over on top of the dock. Nothing actually in the water right beside it. But yeah, there's a couple buildings with lights on inside.
Okay, I'll go and find people.
Yeah, one of them's just sort of like almost like a basic general kind of store, kind of set up, open kind of door. In case you didn't catch before, the ice, the water is just covered in broken shards of ice.
So I go and I find somebody.
Mhm.
It's like, hello.
Ah.
And it's like my
Apparently his face is screwed up.
my friend was telling me about the shark contest that I unfortunately missed while I was working.
Ah. Mm-hmm.
So how did that tell me about it? Does anybody still have trophies of their catches?
Oh no! You see, they sell the sharks. The sharks. It's a food source for the city.
Oh, okay. And say, do you know any of the people who participated?
Oh yes, of course. Many of the rich folks, the nobles like to do it, and then you get some of the better guys. I'm sure some of the guys on the gate will be able to say that. Some of the biggest, stronger men.
Oh, yeah.
Really, it's a showpiece, you know. The women love to see naked men.
Sure. Do you know if any of them would be interested in getting practice?
Practicing? What do you mean?
If any of them would like to essentially practice hunting sharks without
How would one do that?
Well, I'm offering.
Do you have your own sharks?
Sort of.
You're being rather cryptic, son.
Yes,
We don't take kindly to that.
Yeah.
We don't think kindly.
It's like, I would be the shark.
You want naked dwarven men swimming after you, son?
Hey, no judgment on God's children.
I wanted to practice being the shark.
Good thing you.
You're not a shark.
No, but I could be.
That's not how things work, son.
Well, yes, that's exactly how they work.
Kids these days. This the fellow identifies as a shark.
I was gonna say, I just imagined him in a giant furry shark costume at some convention.
I am a shark.
Yes.
I mean, I get some level of that kind of thing, but to identify as a shark, really? That's taking things too far for me to accept.
Especially in a world where polymorphs are a thing and you can just be a shark.
So do you know anybody that wants to practice or not?
I don't know if they can necessarily identify you from the others, and well, I'm sure they probably very few would be willing to risk the potential legal ramifications for hunting off season.
Oh, they wouldn't be whatever hunting me. What are you? Are you talking about signing a waiver or something?
You know, everyone, including this random dwarf's like, what are you talking about? What do you actually
The
want?
whole internet is like,
Hey,
Explain it to this man plainly. He doesn't take kindly to your cryptic nonsense.
it's like, so if there's somebody that you know that wants to practice fighting sharks in a non-lethal fashion, I'm willing to become a shark in order to do that.
I think I'm with this dwarf.
what? His brother walked in. No. People don't do that.
And you're kind of weird.
Kinda. Mr. 7 Charisma.
Well,
What?
that's me.
Him.
Oh.
I'm disappointed. I wanted to play shark.
Of course you did.
I'm confused too. I mean, not only is the character confused, but Adam is also confused.
I wanted to be a shark.
You can just go do that.
Yeah, but I wanted to be useful while doing so.
So did you prepare polymorph but not teleport?
Yes.
Do you purposely not prepare a teleport to keep us here an extra day?
No.
Oh, okay.
Places with his slimes.
No, I just thought we wouldn't be leaving because Bob was hurt. Or Bob would be hurt.
Huh?
And you need to take a nap. A long nap.
So we pass the rest of the day with no shenanigans or other things going on.
Yeah, if nobody wants to play, then I'll go back and research Crystal.
Okay. Do you all find an inn together this time?
No.
Well, obviously not you, but...
How many hours do I get?
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 4.
I will find Kalidan and go to whatever inn he goes to so he can't get to the forge before going to meet us up there.
Oh, I headed back to the forge immediately.
Oh, yeah, I realize that.
Yeah.
But...
In which case, there's no work to be done.
Yeah, no,
You can sit and talk to some of the folks, though.
Well, I wanted to go in there to specifically get books so that I can continue my learning whilst on the road.
The temple would not be the place for that.
Yes, I was hoping they'd accidentally give me the wrong, misunderstand me and give me books on religion so my character could better himself mentally. I'm trying to deliberately create a misunderstanding for my character.
Make a luck check.
19.
Okay, yeah, you
Wait. 18. Numbers are hard. You can't just add one super easy like.
Good enough though. You can successfully have that misunderstanding.
Just hang out, watch after Bob, then you can go to whatever ending he goes to.
Yep.
How many did you use?
What?
Charges.
6.
Okay.
So your dreams are of your buddy Erich chasing after sharks, wrestling with them. It's really weird. You're literally flying through the water.
Basically, what I
You've
got...
had weirder, but...
Yeah. No. What I basically got from there is like, we should come here every month. We could make a boatload of money off these dwarves who, for some reason, pay hundreds of gold for these sharks. We could just come in here and sweep once a month.
I placed poorly, too.
Oh, yeah.
Morning comes. What do you do?
That nothing important. I mean, we're just leaving this morning.
Okay, so you go up to the guild?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I know he's dragging him to the guild and they're both getting there.
Oh. Yeah, go
I was just saying...
go in the guild and, knock that door and ask after Henwick. I'm a wizard.
You just... I'm a wizard. No, you know magic. I also know multiple brands of magic. Doesn't make me a wizard either.
I think it's technically the same.
Your magics are slackers, though.
My magic's very hard. Thank you very much. I'd like to see you do my magic.
Give me time.
No, just do it like right now. I want to see you drop 6 spell slots right now.
Yeah, that's why your magic's for slackers. It's so easy you can do that.
No, that's like super hard. That's why only I can do it. You're not skilled enough to drop spell slots like I do.
I don't know. I could drop spell slots harder. It just takes me all day. But I'll outcast you eventually. With my 1 hour break between each one. And Kalidan's also a caster.
Yeah, we're all wizards. After a fact.
To be fair, he's the next closest.
That's why we were trying to teach Quink to be a arcane trickster.
She's gone!
For now.
She went off with her kind.
Mm-hmm.
For now.
To learn how to be an arcane trickster.
Until she hears the call of adventure.
She has a...
You know she's coming back as the main villain, right?
That
I made that perfectly clear.
That's a great story. Think about the journey she's been on.
Yeah, he's
I mean, to be fair, with some of the things I pulled with his uncle, I wouldn't put it past me.
To lead her back to us as the bad guy, I'd be like...
You just feel like, I'm not even mad, I'm impressed.
Can you monologue of what happened when you left first, before I kill you? I'd like to know.
Because Quink is so good at monologue.
Yeah, just let me know. Just before I, pump you full of lightning.
Okay.
Zap.
Then we go to Onix.
Alright.
This is not the hole to the deeper darkness.
Nope. Gotta find Cannon first and bring it back up to the other guy. We went over that yesterday.
I feel like we keep bringing up a lot of things that don't involve us going into the...
I think the idea with that is you get Cannon, you bring Cannon back, because you have to bring Cannon back to the guy that's just outside that hole anyways.
And then we ignore that hole and go to hell.
I'm okay with that.
I think he's like, that is also an acceptable deeper darkness.
Let's go high five Asmodeus.
I heard he wanted to high five me.
He seems like the kind of guy who's into that.
I'll quickly check with around Onix to see if anybody might have information about plane shift.
Investigation.
It's like, I'm going to be pumping you. We're also going to want you to investigate Cannon. So, yes. Have some extra investigation powers.
Okay.
Don't think I have guidance. Unless you have
I
guidance.
have guidance.
Okay, then yes. Bardic Inspiration, Ability Enhancement, Guidance, and a D20. Okay.
Mm-hmm. So,
22 plus your stuff.
yep. So 31.
Which of those two do you prioritize?
Plane shift or information about cannon?
Mm-hmm.
Plane shift.
Basic. Yeah, you find some people that have ideas. You are able to, and you're specifically looking at this point for
Astral
the astral
Circle?
plane.
Yeah, astral plane.
You do not find anyone that knows the frequency, but you do confirm that the rod is made of a combination alloy of silver and iron.
Okay.
Can they produce such a rod here?
I can make it.
Oh.
Okay. He needs to get the materials so that he can,
I just have to cast fabricate.
yeah.
I
He
have
needs
the
to have
materials.
Yeah, I guess you'd have silver, and you probably have things made of iron you could scrap. So yeah,
He literally has raw iron ore.
yeah. So you're good.
Yep.
You find out you're good. As far as work towards the other, you don't find anyone that specifically knows where or which island Cannon is on. Onix is on the island Harest, is the name of the island that you're currently on, and there are docks just a short way.
So wait, this is actually just an island in the ice sea?
Yes.
Onixes?
Yeah, Onix is on an island. Onix is on the island of Harest.
Neat.
I know it probably won't work, but can you just try sending a message to Cannon, or do you need more information than that? Can you just sending at someone you kind of know of?
Creature with which you are familiar.
How much information could we pump these people for to get it close enough for sending? Or do you have to have met them in person? You don't want to say because it's their question.
You do not have to have met them in person, but generally you would need to know, say, where they were, you would have to have more to go on than you specifically do.
Mm-hmm.
You can try if you want to use a sending, but you're kind of just sort of sending in.
Well, sending's what? Plain wide.
Yeah, some. Any distance,
You can try.
even to other planes of existence. But if the plane is on a difference of 5%, that it doesn't arrive.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, well, I can attempt it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I will go and try to cast a sending message to
Cannon, the merrenoloth.
the merrenoloth called Cannon, who is on Harest in the Shattered Sea in the Underdark.
Not necessarily on Harest, in the Shattered Sea. Like, they didn't say...
The rest is this island.
Yeah.
He is on a nearby island.
Yeah, and it's like, so, whatever, on a nearby island to Harest or Onix
Mhm.
in the Shattered Sea in the Underdark.
In the material plane.
Material plane.
It's like a zip code, right?
You just get close and it makes it there.
So yeah, the merrenoloth called Cannon. And it's like,
I figure just...
What do you think?
We would like to set up a contract. We are on Onix.
yeah. And I will say,
Hold on, it's like... When I told you that, I will actually take the time and try to charisma up what you're going to say. Write out words for you. Of course it's more. But I can't miss a skill check, so, unless you say I do.
Yes, automatic miss.
So 8, so 9, 14. Yeah, 14.
What? On a 1?
Yeah.
How do you...
Double, so 8 plus 5.
Oh, unlike him that you put it in
Performance.
performance, you put it in your actual persuasion. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like I get plus
Double
13.
proficiency.
5 and a stat. So that's 13, yeah, 14.
Still probably better than you can...
Yeah.
So, no, I'm better than you.
Yes, your 19 is indeed better than my 1. I bet by not much.
So, it'd be 17.
Yeah. So by 3?
He's 3 better. Roll the 19, roll the 1.
Yep. Got it. Well, no, I can roll D4, so I get an extra 4.
Mm-hmm. I could D6? No, I can't
I get a
inspire
20
myself.
21. So, it's like... I am Henwick, the wizard, looking to make a deal with you for travel to lower planes for Grey Dwarf friend in Onix.
You don't have to use all the words.
And I am in Onix.
Just got extra words. Doop-a-doop-dap-doo.
Make a luck check.
Okay.
I give you inspiration.
Oh, you gave me inspiration. So, 23 plus 2. 25.
I'm not cheap.
She says she's not cheap.
Erich has money. Like a ton of it.
Yeah, he has a lot of money.
We can throw Erich's money at this problem. He probably won't care if it gets us to hell. It's actually
And,
adventure.
hey, she's like a devil, right? Or a demon, or something like. We probably
In
want
between.
to pay in
She
money.
might be a witch or something.
We could probably pay in something other than money.
Like what?
I don't know. Memories be more interesting.
Eric's charming good looks. Now that he's part devil.
We could just tip Erich out.
That might be the good option.
Yeah.
It depends if you slept with it before.
Worked with the vampire.
With the vampire. I mean, technically, it was for food, not for other things. But I mean, it worked with the devils.
Yeah.
They got to smash him.
Yeah,
that's just good fun.
They ate him.
Oh. It's like, I get to keep this pinky.
It's like, I need this part disposed.
We'll get rid of it.
So I guess. Do we send another sending, or do we just wait here for her to show up?
I could send another sending if we want to pick a specific location to meet her.
Yeah, it's like, I bet there's an inn in town, we can do it. It's like, these people seem to know of her, they don't seem super scared of her, like, she's other infernal that people freak out about.
No, because I think you have to deal with them in order for it to really be of concern.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, just pick the inn and we're here for the next couple, or however long you need.
Yeah, so I guess we'll find a location where we can set up.
There is an inn if you're looking for, if that's what you mean.
Yeah, if we can get an inn and ask the owner if there's like a private room that we could get, or like if there's an area that we can go where we won't bother people.
You can rent a room.
Okay, that's good enough. We're here for a meeting.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Just overlooks your group of men. One room, 4 men.
I'll totally be taking my own room.
I go.
Well, you are young. It's
I walk over, put my hand on his shoulder,
No,
just smile proudly.
no, you get your own room, sir. I have money. I'm not a street urchin. I get all of the bed.
You guys act like we haven't slept in the same bed, except for you.
Oh, dude, we sleep in like a 10-foot circle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We are right on top of each other. That's why I spend the extra money whenever we're in town. I get my own bed.
Do you? Okay. So at this point, you're just staying here for the night.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm going to. We'll go ahead and rent a room.
Okay.
And
You gonna fabricate your thingy? Or did you not prepare your fabricate?
I didn't prepare fabricate.
He also doesn't need it immediately. He doesn't have the.
Yeah, if we get stuck in the astral plane, then I can make it then.
Well, you have the one from Material Plane.
Yes.
He doesn't have the spell, however, to use it, so he doesn't need it immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't actually cast it. I'm still looking into that.
Yeah.
But this is where a lot of magic items come from. I will.
5 silver per night.
I spent gold. So. Because that's easy.
You literally, he just paid for your room too. You're in your own room. Pay for both rooms. He's in his own.
I also get my own room. Now that my joke is done.
Yes.
But yeah, I'll cast Sending at her again. It's like, we are at such and such inn. We have acquired rooms if you want to come and visit, and we can talk about what price you want, what you want as payment.
I'm home. You can find me if at Onix to the west. It's only a few miles.
Okay. Guys, she says that she's at home and it's only a few miles to the west if we want to visit her.
Sure, I'll ask someone's like, is it straight ocean to the west, or is there actually more on this island?
Well, it's a little more on the island, but
Well, it's a
Yes,
couple
it's-
miles west.
Water.
yeah. Well, a lot of water.
Okay. Well, you have the ritual for water walking and water breathing now, I'm guessing, right?
Water walking.
That one's also a ritual and useful.
It's depending on if he had it, though, is the
I
point.
didn't have it.
Oh, you didn't have the scroll for it?
No. Yeah, no. I can make it. I can give us water breathing.
I guess what we really need to do is he needs to go and find the scroll and copy it into his book. I'll go find a blacksmith.
Or in town, how much is another broom of flying?
Are you asking how much I paid for mine?
Yeah.
Unknown.
600.
Oh. Are there any brooms of flying in this enchanter town? As I look and see that I have like 400 and something platinum.
Okay, so that was 600 platinum.
No, it was 600 gold pieces.
A rarity on that.
Uncommon.
Yeah, uncommon.
It is the best way to fly.
Make a luck check, by the way. I know you have this.
Guidance. Thank you. Also, if they have...
Why do you have so much trouble with D4s?
They're hard, man.
Yeah, you use 600 power with this. I mean, a little hard to get them out.
If they have more than one, I'll be buying that too. 20, so 19.
Yeah.
I feel like that's an astonishing roll for you.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah, see? It's easy.
You find someone here that has two, but they're double what he paid, so.
Okay. So platinum's 10, right?
Yes.
So 600, you said?
Yeah. So 1,200.
Mhm.
If it's double price.
And then it's 2,400 for both of them. So 240 platinum.
And you really need two of them.
just way easier in the group. We can all just fly in style now.
I mean, you are looking at what is potentially someone claiming that there's a big expense coming up. I'm just...
Yeah, but
I don't know how much money you guys are actually sitting on, so I don't know whether it's...
Not much.
Almost none.
Yeah, I know you have. Which is kind of where my concern was with...
8,000 gold.
So that's 4 and another 2, so about 6,000 gold left after buying both. Now the question is, does Erich or Bob want the flying broom? Because Bob does have flying boots.
I think there's a time limit on the boots.
Yes, there is. That's why the broom is so awesome.
I think the better question would be who wants to be partnered with who? Because we're going to have 2 people on a single broom.
Yeah.
What 2 people want to be sharing a broom?
You and...
You and probably Bob for the best weight distribution.
I bought my own broom.
My own broom!
Yeah, there's 3 brooms between the 4 of us, right?
Mm-hmm.
We'll have, whatever, Bob and Erich on one broom, and he'll just spider climb on Bob's shoulder.
Well, then Bob had to be on his own broom to cut down on weight.
So I guess I'll broom with you.
Yeah, most likely the most effective weight distribution were the 2 people that actually own the brooms to be sharing a broom.
Because you weigh the least.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because any broom that goes over 200 reduces the speed to...
It doesn't matter where Bob sits, he's over encumbering that.
If it goes over 400, it doesn't work.
Ah, okay. Well, I don't think he's over 400.
I think he's probably... he's not going to have things actually written out, but with his
340.
armor, just him,
Uh-huh.
and then his armor,
Yeah.
and then... Is his stuff at least in an extra dimensional space?
So we need to put him on 2 brooms. He uses them like roller skates.
Well, he's used to boots of flying, so that's how you know.
Yeah.
These are just enhanced boots of flying.
Kalidan, super fat.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. So, you managed to distribute weight and you just set out
Gear.
to fly.
Yeah.
So, as soon as you leave the city, because you do have to leave out the front gate because the city goes up to the ceiling, so you leave, and you can, literally walking out of the city, you can see, again, the shimmer, and you can see there's a little town, a little, like, dock-like village again, on this, where there are a couple ships, maybe some distance down.
What direction do we leave from?
Northeast.
Yeah.
There is room for me on one of these brooms, right?
Just barely.
Yes, you're flying alone, and you're almost overweight already.
Yeah. That's good, because I didn't want to use my boots for this stuff.
Yeah.
Because I only have 4 hours of fly time on my boots.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so rolling for...
It's got to be my turn now. Almost made it.
That's what kind of like, I was like, so close.
Oh, well. We're gonna need... Perception check.
From whom?
Someone searching if... either 2 of you or 1 of you with advantage if someone just wants to help.
I'll help.
Okay.
Ryan has the better perception.
Inspiration.
So, 13, 17, 19, 23.
23? Is enough that, you're kind of
Yeah, if nothing else, you
flying
have
out
dark vision.
west sort of around the island, and there are a few islands that could all be considered within a handful of miles west of Harest. So it's like there are options. You're kind of just trying to spot
a building.
Yeah, where is someone here?
That's fine. If nothing else, I'll calculate the distance that I think that we'll have to go. Just the mathematics of it, and try to.
Point being, there's a few islands that could all fit within that.
Yeah.
I have a question about dark vision.
Yeah.
Does it start at the end of where heavily lit?
It starts at your eyes.
Okay. I didn't know if you had torchlight out 20 feet, then it went 120 feet plus 20.
No.
Okay.
No. But then, of course, the torchlight, you can have light that is further away that you can then see that pocket over there as well.
Yeah.
And I believe, let me reread it, because I think there is still a benefit for that there.
Oh, yeah, you have disadvantage. No light is low light, therefore plus light equaling low light is normal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But yeah, you're able to see an island that has a faint blue flickering light set within.
And I see a blue glow over that way.
Lead us in.
Yeah. So you can go down.
Hey, you don't have anything glowy. I put a light on you. Well, no, you're on my thing. I'm glowy.
I glow.
You're glow-ish, but not very bright, but yeah.
I put out dim light.
Yeah. So, we're all lit up.
Yeah. Yeah, so you sort of fly in, and yeah, there's sort of a little almost dwelling carved within the side of kind of a bit of a rock here on an upper part of this island that kind of raises up out of the sea. Yeah, it's kind of the, you can kind of see there are cloth drawn over a few windows and over in front of a door. No real door, but it does have like a bit of a metal gate that goes kind of halfway up.
Hmm.
Like the door frame.
Knock on gate.
Yeah. Go up and knock.
And a few shadows shift in front of the flickering light that appears blue on the other side. And yes?
It's like, I'm Henwick, and these are my companions. Jimmy, Erich.
The shadow kind of shifts again from Onix. You've made it here quicker than I would have expected.
Yeah.
We flew.
We flew.
Unusual. Most men seeking my service come in a boat. Absolutely, most.
Yeah.
Kind of shifting off to the side. What do you bring to offer?
We have gold, and I want to make a charisma check to explain our situation of what we want her for and to feel out a price.
Right, what do you have to offer?
Well,
we start with gold.
Before that, and it's like, if you want to kind of know the situation, we're actually...
First,
One,
my question.
yes. You have gold. If not, I have some
When
magical
you're
items.
negotiating, you offer one thing. Don't answer more of the question.
She doesn't seem to just be accepting that answer. She is continuing to ask her questions, so he is doing what is right.
Yes. I have some magical items you might be interested in.
I'd be happy to regale you with some grand tales from my long and illustrious career as an adventurer. They are quite exciting.
They are.
Erich? Rauda. I see my reputation proceed.
Shut him up and come in.
I start smiling. I am famous.
Yes.
The curtain kind of pulls over as some just bony, though wrapped with fabric fingers, sort of reach out and pull from the curtain and pull the gate in.
Yeah, go and visit.
You step in, and it is there are doors covered with curtains leading into further back rooms. But this is just sort of a cozy sitting room with a fireplace, though no apparent chimney, in which is burning a blue fire. Cannon is cloaked in black and has other parts wrapped with like bandage, kind of though black bandage material kind of things. Though that which is visible is just a skeleton. You know, slight. Maybe it's a type of skin over it, but there is. It is tight enough against it that it is purely the shape of. Like you can only maybe tell like around the mouth. That, you know, okay, usually those would be two, because you're so familiar with bones, you know, being with with Henwick, you're like, okay, usually those are completely separate pieces, and there's like some film that's connecting it, but it's still like indents and shows all of the, just the grooves of the skeletal figure.
Is it like a good movie, or the film?
You said the word film, he's making
The film's holding it
Is it an
together.
award-winning film?
It probably won a Tony.
So the skin. Okay.
That's good.
Oh, thank you.
You sound the same, but you look different.
Yeah, I died a little while
Shut him
ago.
up.
But you don't want to hear the story about how I
No.
died?
Never did. Still don't.
Oh, you met this one before.
Maybe. I do meet a lot of people.
You know, just for convenience sake, have a will save. Have a will save.
I can keep burning through these spells.
That's a 15.
Yeah, I have more. Have a will save.
15. Does 15 not fail?
Oh, really? That didn't have any pluses?
16.
Yeah.
I have a plus 1.
Yeah. Another spell. There we go.
7.
So, hey, Eric. It'd be great if you just sat there quietly during the negotiations.
Wait, why is your spell save 16?
8 plus 4 plus 5? Or, yeah.
Do that
12
again.
plus 5 again?
8 plus 4 plus 5 equals.
Oh, did it go up?
8 plus 4 plus 5 equals 17.
Yeah, it does.
I literally have 17 written.
Yeah.
Hey, at least you wrote it down.
Uh-huh. So yeah, that first one will work too.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, Harry, be quiet during negotiation time.
Are you trying to figure out if you have to listen?
Yes. It doesn't look like we have the you can't make people act against their nature as a caveat anymore.
Which I was also wondering if I could get the merrenoloth to tell me its name, but I'm guessing no.
Absolutely. There's no thing that says if she failed to save, she wouldn't be able to.
Though, if she
It has to be.
succeeds to save, it's probably
It has to be
possible.
under the massive umbrella of reasonable course of action.
Yeah.
Giving up one's free will is not a reasonable course of action.
Yeah.
I would say not telling a story is also unreasonable.
I am the arbiter of this situation. You are overruled, Austin.
Well, we're gonna get the Master Chief take care of that.
So,
Hey, at least you got the reference.
No, I'll be
I've watched that Stephen Plays Let's Play.
I'll be outside.
Yeah. It's like,
No, I just say I'll be outside. I'll leave. I will leave.
yes.
You want to be quiet? I don't think I can, so I'm going to go.
Why did you bring him here?
Part of the group?
yeah. So,
Give us what we want for free, or we'll leave him here. Threat.
no, it goes.
I'll give you what you want and leave him here? End of Eric from the camp.
No, he comes back. Somehow level 20. Guys, you won't believe it. No, we won't. You're correct.
But to explain the situation here, we're
Explain the situation here.
Quit rolling dice.
No,
You're terrible at it.
I was told this is how I get to use my big bonuses. 15.
Which, if you recall, means 0 to 2.
but we're here.
What do you explain?
Our current situation of we have Raydorf, who wants to go make deal with person to stop Mind Flare slaving ring. We would like to pay to get him to Asmodeus or
Yeah.
Mephistopheles or
Asmodeus.
Asmodeus. Yeah,
We want him to come back, too, because you probably should negotiate and back.
yeah. Well, that's what we have Ryan for now. But yeah, send back.
But we're actually here as proxies. He's the one who wants to actually make the pact with Asmodeus or whatever sort of deal he has in mind. We haven't been informed the nitty-gritty details of what he's offering to Asmodeus for this, but he needed a
Right.
travel guide
Yeah.
along the river Styx.
And have you a ship on the Styx?
And not that I'm aware of.
We don't even know how to get to the 6.
I've been researching planar magic.
I hold up a broom and point at it.
But
Does us no good, son.
but I have not figured out the ins and outs of plane travel yet.
I don't know, if you had a bunch of metal and wood, could you make a ship with your fabricate?
Is she staring at me?
She is.
Yeah.
What's your name?
That's Kalidan. He
What's
talks
your
to a
name?
rock.
Speak to me.
I don't think I want to talk to her. She's scary.
Never mind, I'm not interested in your deal. And she turns and walks towards the back
Now
door.
shrug, walk out.
So, no deal there with us, I'm guessing?
He's fun.
She says that. He's just... Yeah. He's also very helpful.
Has something got you interested?
Perhaps.
There's been a whole lot of talk about getting hurting. I'm not giving her mine.
No, I'm thinking more...
I don't know how magic do, but I don't trust this lady.
You literally know how magic do. But no. I'm guessing they could also be, bribed with something of sentimental value just to be a dick and say, want your stone.
Can't have the stone. That's my friend. I talked to her.
That's the first time I've heard the stone's gendered.
Yeah.
Well, it'd be weirder if it was a him.
Would it though?
I mean, that's acceptable. We accept you with whatever life decisions you want to make. Also, I love that you're taking a note on that.
Stone is gendered.
Now you know this.
We know it.
Unless you realize that my character seems to have a lot easier time interacting with females than males. Probably due to the horrific murder of his mother.
Hasn't come up, no.
It kinda has.
Well, the last time I remember you interacting with a female is the vampire and you're waving an axe at her.
Really, you don't remember Ellie? Or the fact that the dwarven lady is the one who I'm worshipping?
Mm-hmm. Anyways,
The mother
a
figure?
moment later, she'll sort of stick her head out.
Mm-hmm.
Think about the ideas. We'll discuss further tomorrow. See yourself out.
Guess we're gonna go sleep on our front lawn.
It's an island. I mean, you...
No. Directly in front of the door. Like 2 feet between door and bubble.
Yes, annoy the person. That's the best tactic for getting the cheapest price.
Especially when she's already made her opinions on Erich clear.
Mm-hmm.
And he's gonna talk.
Tomorrow, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, hello there.
Oh yeah. That is the nice thing about that. It would have to keep it up, but it does have a duration of 8 hours.
Well, the negotiations are over.
Yeah, technically.
No, now you can talk to us. That's fine.
He accepts you.
I start reading my book, which I totally have.
Yeah,
I don't remember meeting this.
They say it will help with smithing. I don't understand, but then again, I don't understand a lot of things they told me to do. It seemed to help.
You don't. It's like they kept telling you to burn yourself. What is?
No, I don't.
Yeah. With all the things that you remember that no one else seems to.
You never, as a ship person, was on a ship with the merrenoloth?
Oh, main character? Oh, yeah. We met a couple times.
Yeah.
And you didn't remember what her name was?
Well, I didn't catch it at the time. We were busy.
And also, she probably still went by another moniker then, or still canon.
But let's do the same again. 4,000 experience.
It's a book of smithing.
With-
Yes, with the quotations.
But yeah, find more of canon next time. I suppose. Join us for that then. Bye.